Welcome to the unseen world. You guys, I'm just kind of going through things. Here, I'll show you. I'm just kind of grabbing some stuff. I may do it later. I'm in the middle of a transfer on my PC as I'm doing this, and my PC is a little unresponsive as far as speed goes for recording a video. But I want to get a couple stills, and I'm finding stuff. Let me show you. So I'm transferring about 100 4K videos, high resolution 4K videos right now onto a hard drive. So my PC's a little touchy. One thing I would recommend if you're ever considering buying a faster computer and you're on the PC end of it, definitely look at the AMD versus Intel. Right now, AMD can multitask much better. My next computer, if I could ever afford one, would be an AMD because it doesn't slow you down. You can literally be processing, like you can do multiple processes with Intel, but you're gonna feel it, and AMD is really the way to go if you want to do multiple things at one time, which I do constantly. And yeah, so AMD, like a fast AMD, $4,000-$5,000 PC would be the way to go. So I have a really fast computer, but it's not being fast right now as far as populating images and stuff like that because of on my transfer. So I wanted to go around. I wanted to show you the inside of my PC, like literally show you what it looks like. When you see it, there's your eyeballs will just be like, hold on a second, this guy must be doing. Even if you knew nothing, you'd be like, if you just saw all of the pictures, a million of them and videos, you would. There's no way to have them though, so they appear as thumbnails like that, and then if you see them, you'll see. Like, remember, I did every single one, everything you see, I did it. It's a crazy thing. I was just going through a few. Here's Joel. I call them the interdimensional police. There's some kind of force that gets involved when we're too close. You guys, here's what I can tell you. Okay, this is why I'm doing this video, just to tell you this. Okay. They're also monitored and protected. So it's not just like they're the say-all. There's another force that seems to be very... Now, I don't know if it's just beings that are over there with them, but I don't think so. I get the feeling that there's another force of whoever that is monitoring this connection. So whoever's in the forest and getting real close, it's also them as well. Because I think sometimes they want to, just as bad as you, high five, give a hug, whatever it is. They have to be sure. So there's like a police force. I know, you guys, believe me. I just want to tell you everything that's easy to hear. I don't want to tell you things that are hard to understand or believe. That's my life. You know the burden this has put on me? I'm not that kind of person. I'm very simple, actually. I'm the most simple, complicated person on earth. I might be. Because I just am simple. I think we overcomplicate things, and life should just be very simple. It doesn't mean things should be complicated, but we as people are simple, and we complicate it. This is just my opinion. We just make all kinds of complications that don't need to be. That's all. It didn't get... The fire came through, but it didn't get that messed up. And then this is the one place that fascinates me at this point. Right here. It's actually more than one. This really blows my mind. These trees. See, we don't process, but none of those trees grew there. I showed you last time. That one comes across all of them. This is one of the places we've been lost as people. Well, it looks like snow. It's this. It's that. We've accepted a rule, an incredible set of rules that don't exist. So you've put all these limitations on your thinking when there absolutely is none. They become the forest. They pretend to be trees and stumps and rocks. I'll never forget this guy that did this for 50 years before technology came, and told me, Mark, right before he died, never let them fool you. They can be anything. That's what he told me. He was very serious. He wanted to give me this message before he died. I really wish I still had that email somewhere. I'm sure I have it, but I can't find it. I really wanted to show this incredible person that did this all by himself for 50 years. The burden he carried because of what he knew and no one else did. It's kind of like me. I come back, from visiting their worlds and, see us just more confused every single day. And it's really frustrating because I see it being done on purpose. So I'm frustrated for everyone. All right, I'm just taking a look. I'm still transferring, but my PC's running pretty good, so we'll see if we can just look at a couple. I just want to show you
There's timestamps in no order. There's no preparation here. This is just taking a quick look at a folder and just shows you what I have captured. It shows you the name of the video. It shows you entire clans. They're waving at me. Those little white ones know all about what's going on. Like, they wave. It's all a part of their life. Like, it's so normal to them. There he is. There's the human. Like, so you have to use your imagination a little bit. Like, what is it? Like, how is it structured over there? Like, is it, you'd be surprised. It's just everyday life over there. That's what it is. I don't think it's quite the way we imagine it. I think it's much different than we would, even in the greatest of imaginations, would be completely different to spend a day over there with these guys. I'm just zipping through. Here's a little guy. This is when I caught them. The same day I caught them, and then what I'm about to show you, where I got to watch him come out of the seat and run with my own eyes. And I filmed that on I got to find that footage it's in 8K. I filmed it. And yeah, I got to watch him run out of his seat, and then the other ones were invisible. He wasn't. That's something I got to figure out. Like, why? How come one can be right there and the rest can all be invisible around him? Why isn't he, attached? I've been in that situation many times. I think that's what some of the videos on the internet are too. Or he stepped away. There's some incredible magic happening, for a lack of better terms, very nearby, even in Patty videos or whatever you're seeing. They are never by themselves. So even in videos where it would appear that would appear to be the case, they're not. I promise you, there's 50 more of some sort of being nearby them. They are never alone, ever. This is how it's done. You hear these terms, they're made up by people. Oh, he was a rogue and all that. There is no such thing. There is, I believe, actually, but it's nothing you're ever going to have to worry about, and it's handled very quickly. Believe it or not, it's not what you think on their side. It's as simple as this. You have to follow the rules. They told me this. You have to follow the rules. If someone decides not to follow the rules, they could be the nicest one over there, but if they decide not to follow the rules, they're considered bad. This is how they put it to me. And if once you're deemed bad, they all go after you. Apparently, I'm not sure what that means. Do you get a timeout? Do they eat you? Do they give you a bare fanny? I'm not sure. But apparently this is the case. Just a couple more. I'm going to jump into some random video. This is more just kind of, I appreciate my members and stuff kind of seeing some of this. They've probably seen some of these. Gonna just get random video, some current, some from yesterday. So I'm gonna be filming a video today. I hope. It's a little chilly now. It's getting chilly, but it doesn't affect out there. It just doesn't. It's because you know why I always thought it did. I wanted to do another voiceover. Is because of us. Like, I just thought they were existing out there, and it's not the case. That they're in and out. They're coming. They have another side. It's incredible. You just gotta trust. If you're if you're on the fence, just trust me in this community. We will never let you down. This will change your life forever. It just in the way you think, and it'll everything else will come into your brain, enter your brain a different way now. Your processing will change. Your life will change. Will this make you $1 million? Probably not, but you'll just knowing everything and being able to perceive God in a real way and without this being dulled down, which is exactly what is being done to you. This earth is run by a bandito. Over and out.
Show it to you because it's that good. So look, right in front of where they are. I think they did it for me. I don't know why else they would do that. It's a teepee. It's all been put at the top. It's all put together. You could probably see it. I've been over there. They did that. Look how everything is not. It's just completely down except for there. Look at this. They did it. Yes. Look at the dirt. I think they're. I swear it's from when they come up.
I disagree.
There's no other explanation. These are brand new piles of topsoil that don't even look like they were snowed on. Fork. dirt. No dirt anywhere else. Just here. Look at that. You guys, it was just done. Everything was broken. Look. Like, and ripped off of stuff. Nothing's cut. And let me show you why they did it. My cell phone, bear with me. It's pretty, these days it's pretty good, the cell phones. Okay, there's that one, they just laid it there. Blatant, unbelievable. Let me show you why. But I'm 100%. Same thing as always. And if you're not one of the Bend people, which is, by the way, part of their system and language, if you don't know that, then you're not paying attention. That's how I know. Well, that's not really how I know, but that's how you know. Go up. I'm gonna go up, to these mountains up here. It's going to be a brutal. You got to really gear up for those days, because if you ever get stuck, it's 5-10 degrees at night. You have to be ready. So it's kind of cool. It's also annoying, but think about it. How many times? I guess you wouldn't know how many times someone was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous," right? And then they see the attention. They see that there's enough people like around me. That's something. And then they look at the people who are. I am not kissing butt. They're amazing. You can, as soon as you start to be a detective and like, let me see this person that follows Mark. You're like, oh, they're kind of normal. Let me see this person that follows. They're sort of normal. They're a really nice person. Look at all the friends they have. They're not crazy, And then let me see. And then they go out and what happens? They find an X just like I just showed you. I'm showing this forest because it's a great forest to read, because this is what you have. Not you might have what I have, but this is in general. Basically any forest. It's aspens, it's overrun, it's not pretty at all, and they're all there. It doesn't always have to be accommodating to your brain, like, easy on the brain. It could be kind of yucky, and it's not always flawless, but it has to, like that boulder is key. I haven't figured it out. I just know it's super, super important, the giant boulders. Believe me, it's something they use that that's one of the reasons we're not told. Is it's not just like, okay, you got us, Bigfoot's real. It's because of the shock factor. It's everything. There so much comes with this. There's like, I think 100 other subjects that end up coming in. That's why they can't ever tell you one secret. That's why there's never just one. How come one thing that we wouldn't think was real hasn't been revealed? Have you ever asked yourself that? Like, why? How come one thing hasn't really come to the surface it has, but I'm talking about like for the whole world. Well, for one, they keep it out of the news, right? That's this is the big way to do it, right? Keep it off of the TV. This is the number one way to make the world know nothing, is not to put it on TV. It's a threat to their democracy, okay? So it's one thing we have to understand is that all secrets lead to the overall truth of everything. So not one thing can be disclosed to you, because you will start to realize everything is real, especially God. Smart are you, because I'm right. There's another X. Oh yeah. So I don't know if I'm going back. Okay, I'm going to go back there. This is a big day for bears and mountain lions, because it's 50 degrees. It's a really nice 50 too, and the sun isn't even really shining completely through. I know those bears are out. It's all instinct. They know it's coming. We have some cold weather coming. So today's the kind of day you might want to be careful. Unreal. They sent him out the second I got here. I swear to God. Hey, buddy. I can't get you on the camera. Hi. Hey, good boy. This isn't even close to my other jays. This is just part of their world. Isn't it amazing? Wherever they are, they come out and see me. I think one was sitting right there. It looks like someone was sitting right there last night. All right, give me a second. Let me get them some food. Where? They're in there right now. They're right there. My battery's blinking. I know they're in there. I wouldn't lie. I know it happened. I know what happened with the bird. I know they're in there. I filmed them in there before. Trident. And look at that trident. If that had no leaves on it, it would be the most unbelievable, gorgeous trident you've ever seen. Think about it. It's every myth. They all use them. Like I said to Brandon the other day, I was like, if I was going to start in the ocean, because you know they're under the ocean, I would start with Atlantis. There he comes in. Good boy. This is a new one. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's about 2 miles from the other one. There's the, look, I did noodles. Again, they love the noodles. It's not something I normally do, but I have survival noodles in the back. Like I have like a case of Campbell's chicken noodles.
It's something I should film more. I have one really good video, like lengthy video of me feeding them the chicken noodle soup because I had all these cans, like survival cans. You put them in a pile and then my imagination goes into play because with the noodles, he might eat one or two, but they'll take a giant, mouthful and they bring it back. Now, this is something all birds do. So they could be bringing it back for babies to his girlfriend. But I kept seeing him go back to like tridents and see how he's eating there. But then he'll eat a little bit for himself and then he'll take this big pile. And my imagination could not help to think, like, I don't think they were, but just in case, like I was thinking it, like, what if they're bringing it to them? Like they actually wanted the noodles. I'm not claiming in any way that's what's happening, but man, if you watch that video I have somewhere for like 45 minutes where they're getting these piles, it's all of them. They're all going different directions bringing these piles. So they're probably stockpiling it, but my brain has to leave it open just in case they're actually sending them out. You guys, I have witnessed firsthand on hundreds of occasions them using these birds. So are they their birds or are they ours? Or are they everyone's? Or do we think everything is just ours? I'm telling you, there's a role being played here that we can't even fathom.
Was right in there somewhere. I can't get that zoom with the lighting, I don't think. I don't know which tree it was. It was right in there. When I went in there, I found the spot. It's a gutted tree with seats in it. And up in the tree was this big, giant monster. I got to get that with his teeth and everything. Hey, buddy. Who's my good boy? Who's a good boy? He came back for the Chips Ahoy. And there's a granola bar there and Chips Ahoy. And I got the supply over there for... Because he came and landed, and it just didn't seem like he wanted the chocolate chip cookies, which would be a surprise to me. And then he flew away, just landed up there and stared at me. When I was walking over with the noodles, he actually flew towards me. And then he checked out the noodles, but came for the granola bars first. So they do the same thing. They get it and then they bring it somewhere. I think sometimes they eat it, so they go and he's actually eating it in the tree, and then other times it seems like they're giving it to them. He's all by himself. He's going for the noodles. He's so happy. I don't recognize him. I know it's hard to do that, but... So let's come back and check on him. Let me keep going up. That's an important spot of mine, and it's happening here, just like the other most important spot of mine up here. What are the chances?
So some people, although it is on YouTube, not all that much, some people want to know there's my RV. These are the pictures I took when I first saw it. I just pulled up to it, and that's where I live. It's been a blessing. It's amazing. It's the one thing I own. My parents actually lent me the money to buy that. I don't hide anything about money. I don't try to be cool. This is a subject where you need a lot of help and support. You guys, we are uncovering the secrets of the world, and they really don't want that to happen. And it's for horrible reasons why they don't. That's why I think just to spite, like almost, like just to get it on the table. Let all I want is I never want to change the way anybody thinks or your thoughts. I just want to show you the truth and let you make your own. Then you can have your own thoughts from there. That's all I want to do. You're thinking, well, I shouldn't say you. We are thinking with empty knowledge. Some of it's okay, but it just doesn't get you anywhere. So as long as it's genius. You know what it's like? I know most of us don't picture this, but what if this is the 1,000th time we've been reset? I'll tell you, it would make sense because I always say like this. It's genius the way they've done this. Is it genius or is it repetition? So this is the shot from the beginning of the last voiceover. I just wanted to mention that these are the things I don't want to tell you. I do want to tell you, but I don't want to say it in public because it's hard. So this is theirs. Although help with a beaver or sticks that a beaver had chewed on, I've seen them at it. Like this is right in the middle of some of the best X's and structures you'll ever see in the world. So I'm just saying to look out for things that you think are something else. Oh, a beaver did that. Oh, this or that. It might have, but they just sat there and made it do it. This is something you have to start thinking beyond your average teachings. It's just the only way to process the earth. As long as you keep everything in perspective, that's exactly where your brain will be, in perspective. I don't even know what perspective means.
Precious. I don't care what they look like. But if I see nothing, I mean, I don't know what to think about it. I still don't write it off that they're still not somehow fooling me with that. I think there's, I don't know how they do it. Oh, there's a footprint right there. Well, that's a big one. I mean, it's you can see it. Look. It's going downhill, but you can even see where the toes are. Like there's a toe. There's two right there. Look, you can see where he flattened it. Goes this way. There's the other one. There's something right here. Okay, good. This is so good. Before I follow them, just look. That's amazing. Oh, I see where you are. See, this is what you got to look for with the little ones. They're not going anywhere. They're already ready for the whole winter. Right here. Oh, look at the sticks. You guys see this? Come on. He's right in here. Look at there's even a freaking, look at this, you guys. There's even a roof.
This is like their seat. This is where they hang out. This is where people could walk right by. Then there could be 20 of them in there. Those little white ones and stuff. Like it's crazy. I can't figure out exactly who is who in America, but there's big ones, little ones, microscopic ones, giants. It's everything. It's like God had fun one day. I don't know. He had the being making machine on full. It's like, what size should we make him, God? Whatever. Just make him every size.
About they trick us with that too. See how they put those weird things on each one of them? Because this just got here a month ago.
This video just does not depict how insane this really is. I think the snow is blending in, but this is my backyard, you guys, basically. And to have been there a day or two before, and then I showed up and all of these sticks had been assembled in the most unique ways ever. It reminded me of some of the stuff I see on the beaches in Oregon and California, where people think it's bushcraft when it's actually the sea version of these guys. Believe me, it's a language and a system. Stop thinking with the news, okay? That's what you got to do. Just think for yourself. That's all I'm asking you. Nothing else, and I'm going to get yelled at. I think for myself. No, you don't. You do, but you're only using the information that was given to you. Start using the information that I'm giving you and see what happens. I have 100% success rate. 100. I really want to exaggerate because it's that good, and say 100, 200. I have a 200% success rate. Ha.
It's just like, who are you? How have you not heard about us yet? If you're involved in Bigfoot, you've heard of Colorado Bigfoot and friends. because they're the best in the world. The people that help me, my team I'm the only one that has a team to begin with, and it's hundreds of people. And not among that team are people that are just as good as me at this, and doing the exact same thing, finding the exact same timestamps, showing you the exact same people in the forest, showing you the exact same language in the forest. It's always the same thing. It never changes. You can watch any Bigfoot video, you'll always see the same thing. You might see a custom job like this and think it's different, but it's always the same thing, because among that custom job will be their system and will be their language. This is some tribal, we got 1,000 things out here. So who are we talking about? They don't all have the same thing. They're all different, just like us. Now, even humans who are literally the same species all do something different. We all have different skills. Isn't that crazy? Some of us the same ones. You know what I mean? We only have so many skills to choose from. But, everybody has their own unique little thing. And even if it's not impressive to someone else, they're still better at it than you are. You're just not impressed because you suck. I'm just sick enough for that person. Footprints. Some kind of footprints are in there. Oh, looky there. I like this. It's just it's unexplained disturbances. Here's another footprint in the snow. Look. It's not people, because you can see up at the road there is absolutely nothing coming. I think I filmed it coming in. I'll have to see what the camera looks like. Coming in, I'm like, there is no disturbance. That's me coming in. And you can see there's just no animals, nothing. And there's a footprint right there. It looks like it was happening when it was snowing. So there's footprints around. Footprint right there. You can see it's a bare foot. Look at me. And right there has the contour and everything. There's even a little footprint in the middle of it, coming right out of one of my favorite spots. Watch this. I could see it, you guys, from a distance. There's all kinds of activity. All over the place. Look where it's melted only. Their ground system is melted, the whole entire ground. If you don't believe it, don't run your mouth. Google the melted Bigfoot world. Okay? No one wants to hear people run their mouth with no education, no experience. It's really old. Do your homework before you speak, because you'll feel much smarter if you do. Okay, so here's the ground connections. I filmed him here this summer. Remember I filmed the white one? He was over there, literally on their structures.
I'm just zooming on their little white, little glowing thing. It's not an accident. I know there's lots of snow. This is something I film almost every single day. There'll always be a little white thing at the top of their structures. I think it's technology, but I don't know what else it could be.
Completely melted everywhere. I mean, it's dry as a bone. There's literally 10 inches of snow everywhere else but here. And even on their other structure, you can blame it on the structure, which is why it's melting, but you can see there's plenty of other structure spots here, and there's no melting. And there's footprints everywhere.
How does it go, Mark? Yes, I talk to myself all the time. I'm not lying. Like, literally, I'll be like, who are you talking to? I'll be like, I don't know. It's a funny thing. There is not two of me, and I am only half insane. You guys, thank you so much for checking this out. This was just kind of a random video. Remember, I do all this. So if you were bored or you don't understand, you just got to think about how hard it would be for you to go out today and then film footage of a forest, which people don't like to watch to begin with for some reason, and then put it all together and then have all these incredible experiences that, like, how am I going to say that? How am I going to tell anyone this? How am I going to, no one's going to believe, and then, you get your response from the world when you present in a way that no one has ever seen before. They should be in awe, not in denial. The entire world's in denial. Do you see it? You have been taught to deny. Not you, us. All of us. So anyone that's different has thought themselves out. So if you're the guy or girl, it's like, oh, not me, Mark. Is he talking about me? Because I'm like him. Well, exactly, but you didn't used to, and you have that same thinking, so you know exactly what I'm saying. We have thought our way, or whatever. Someone helped us, or that's really how it happens. Is it's you tell a friend, and she told a friend, and so on and so on. It's like one of those things where you just happen to, something caught your eye, something happened to you, and this is how it's done. We are a collective. Anything on this earth that's discussed on large scale is real, no matter what your brain tells you about it. Well, let me put it this way, has some truth to it. So it's probably been changed and altered so it seems ridiculous, it could not be real. But it actually, the beginning story, remember, stories and reality is often disappointing, okay? So that's why they take real truth and then they'll make a movie out of it. So it's exciting. They have to write a storyline because no one is that exciting. Even Bigfoot, his day is probably more exciting than ours, but pretty average. And so you have to add a story to it. That is Hollywood. Over and out.